Hi, it's Lisa Cuneo, and welcome again to my scrapbook table. Today's layout celebrates Shannon Keith and her 500 subscribers. That's an exciting mark for YouTubers. And so she asked that if we wanted to celebrate with her, that we use flowers and bling. So my photographs are my flowers, and I do add some bling toward the middle of the video. I have these 7 photos of flowers from Bermuda and Nassau in the Bahamas. I have some chipboard stickers there, some Simple Stories rub-ons. It took me a long time to find an arrangement of the pictures that I liked because I was getting a lot of pictures on this page, but I couldn't fill in that gap there that was toward the middle of all the photos, so I covered it up with that chipboard camera sticker. I thought I was going to use more of those rub-ons than I did. I end up only using the pink and green ticket that you see there toward the left. The black and white butterflies are actually from the middle of this Bow Bunny paper from the Beautiful Things collection. I gutted the middle so that I had some of these black and white butterflies to work with. I did fussy cut some of them, and then I'm using this piece, and I tuck that just on either side of that large block of photos. I have another 1 or 2 12 by 12s from this Bow Bunny collection, and I thought I would use some of it on here. I only end up using one small piece, simply because those photographs take up quite a bit of real estate on this 12 by 12 layout. So there wasn't a lot of room for other papers. Here I'm putting part of that ticket in the top left corner. The other small portion of it goes on the bottom right. This is the first time I've used these rub-ons from Simple Stories, and I do really like them. They're a lot like the ones I love from 49 and Market, and I was happy to see that they were easy to work with too. They're not the old rub-ons from 20 years ago that you had to fight with. I don't know how many of you remember those, but I tried valiantly, but often ended up with a mess with those. This is a new breed of rub-ons. It looks as if those photos are all matted in white, but they're not. I actually used picket fence distress paint and painted the edge of all of those photos, and I was sure I filmed me doing one of those photos that I intended to start this video with, but I can't find it on my phone, so I don't know if I accidentally deleted it or I didn't really hit record when I was doing it, so I apologize. But all I did was ink the edges like with the dauber part of the paint container and let them dry, and then I did a second coat. And I really liked how that turned out for these. You also see there that I fussy cut several of those butterflies from the center of this paper, and those will be added in a little while. Now I'm thinking about my title, and I had some titles on the chipboard sticker sheets, but just none of them really worked. And so I end up using this colorful foam alphabet to type out tropical, and the title is going to be Tropical Blooms. You will see though that I changed those letters. They don't stay that way. But for now, I have those multicolor foam alphas, and I use this stamp set from Echo Park, an alphabet set, and VersaFine ink to stamp out the word blooms. And that pink paper is also from this same collection, Beautiful Things from Bow Bunny. And that paper serves as the beginning of my cluster base there up in that right-hand corner. Now I'm gluing down some of the butterflies that I fussy cut. And this is where the bling will come in. I have a sheet of just blingy bling. It's like rows and rows and rows of these silvery, glittery pieces. So I cut segments of those 3 and 4 of the little round things and use them to be like the body part of my butterflies. So that's where the bling is. So now I have flowers and bling for Shannon's celebration. So I got those in there. And it was good for me to use bling. I often forget about the bling that I have in my stash, so it was good for me to pull that out. I just cut them to the right length, peel the backing off, and stick them down with my tweezers. I have much better time putting small things down with my tweezers than with my fingers. And there's the last little bit. When we travel, in fact, I'll just go ahead and read my journaling. It says, anytime we're away from home, I enjoy capturing photos of the trees and flowers that are so different from what I'm used to. Since we were on a ship for most of this vacation, there weren't as many as usual, but I did see some unique blooms in Bermuda and the Bahamas. The heat, sunshine, and humidity produce these gorgeous flowers. So pretty. And now I have a stack of leaves. They're random leaves that have been die cut, or some of them I got in a little gift packet at a crop I went to, a welcome gift. There I tucked in a tiny leftover piece of that green rub-on. It ends up, you don't really see it there, but I didn't know that when I was putting it on. It ends up mostly covered, so it wouldn't have really mattered had I added it or not. But I just pulled out those leaves, and some really felt tropical, so I went ahead and added those. And some of them were just kind of the wrong color green, so I used various colors of Distress Oxides to make them fit the color scheme of this layout a little bit. Now I'm coming in with these chipboard stickers to add some more flowers in the embellishment clusters to complement the flowers in the pictures. Often I use a guidebook or the interlibrary loan book, or the internet to figure out the names of all these flowers. But I didn't think of that in time for this layout, but I could always do it later and add the names in later. The journaling that I just read to you will be in the bottom right corner. Oh, there you can see the headband I have on from when I was going to walk today. I wanted that little flower up in the corner, but it was actually on a stem that didn't go with the layout, so I just cut it off the stem and used the flower portion. I put a couple word stickers in. One says life documented, and the yellow one that's going to end up at the top says picture this, though I have to just about take my glasses off and squint really hard to read it because the white print on the yellow doesn't show up very well, but that's okay. And I thought I was just about done here and that all I was going to do was add my journaling. But I ended up thinking this needs a little more. And I don't know if it really did or not, but I went through all my chipboard stickers that might have gone with this. And other than one more word sticker, I decided there's really nothing here. So I started looking through a couple bins that I have on my 3-tiered cart that sits here in my scrap room, and I pulled out some sticker books. I picked them up on clearance at Hobby Lobby. Let me grab one. Yeah, the original price was $18. I paid $4.50, and I probably got these a year ago. I have used them a ton. I have pulled out sticker sheets and given to some little girls so that they could have fun with them, and I still have a bunch of stickers left. but I pulled out 2 of them, and one really fit the color scheme here. So I went through there and added several stickers. Here, though, I decided I did not like that multicolor foam alphabet at the top. And I thought, I wonder if I could color it with Sharpie. So before I ate my lunch, I colored a test letter that was still on the acetate sheet with Sharpie and let it sit while I ate my lunch. And when I came back, it was dry. So I'm like, yes, I can color those with black Sharpie. So I did. And I like it so much better. So I just colored them with Sharpie, and it's great to know that you can do that, because especially once I get toward the end, I can't find letters in the color that I want, but knowing that I could Sharpie them, or I could even use a blue Sharpie or a brown Sharpie, I could turn them into whatever colors I need. So I was happy to figure that out. Learn something new every day. And there, I'm just about done. Turn it around for you, and I like it so much better. Tropical blooms. There we go. And I think I've really been focusing on these vacation pictures. I think I'm almost half done with vacation photos. We take a lot of pictures, and I don't develop nearly all of the ones that we take. I think about putting this bird sticker there, but it doesn't make it. I put it back. There we go. It reminds me, it makes me remember that, when my kids were little and we were taking photographs on vacation, you never knew if the photograph turned out or not, or, you had no idea what was going to come back. You got home, you put the film in the envelope, you mailed it into, I don't remember the name of the place, but my mom and I both had a place we always used to send our film to get the pictures made, and then eventually they would come back in the mail, and I would open them and go through them, and some pictures I would be like, yay, look how nice this turned out, and other ones I would be like, oh, I really wanted a picture of my kid doing this or that or on this ride. And it's so different now. And I was just thinking about how, we might take 1,000 photographs between the two of us and then weed through them and narrow it down and get those printed. And then I don't even scrapbook all of those, but it's just so different now than it was then. And here's where I'm adding those stickers that I came across in my bin. This one that I'm using from is called Feminine Floral. But again, it's from 2020. And it's a Hobby Lobby brand paper studio. I'm really glad I found it though, because I need butterfly and moth stickers for another project that's coming up, and that's what's in there too. So now I don't have to search for those. I have some that'll work. I put a couple bees on here because that seemed to fit also. I wish I had one more. Maybe I do. I might add one more bee. There was a little kind of some sort of little critter, like a little bug. I don't know what kind it is. And I tried to put it on here, but you couldn't see it where I needed it to go, so I just left that one off. And I'm looking through the sticker book now, and oh, here's one more bee. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put one more bee on this layout, but you won't see it. And in just a moment here, I turn the camera off and go ahead and do my journaling. Again, it's just down in the bottom left corner. I'm sorry, bottom right. And it's pretty faint, but in person, you can read it pretty well. There's the bee. And then I added one to the right of my journaling underneath the pink ticket. And there I'm trying once again to get that little critter, and I give up on him. I put him back. And that's about it. There's my journaling magically appears. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time.